Good evening, and if you've been following me, you will know that I get music telepathy, twin flame telepathy, angels come through that way, spirit guides come through that way. Yeah, it's all real, people. It's all real. So the song today that's coming through, well, just now actually, not today, it's Something Inside So Strong. And yeah, I get Spirit's message, sending a message to me, sending a message to me to get to you. So on your twin flame journey, or your spiritual awakening, or your chosen one path, whatever your soul is, you know, your individual path is, you come up against resistance, come up against barriers, you know, there's a purpose for that. And this song's lyrics, you know, so the harder they build their barrier, the taller I become. Yeah, you do. You know, the further you take my rights away, the faster I will run. Yeah, you do. So, you know, it's journey of obstacles, many obstacles, your own obstacles, your own inner resistance. It's about finding that resilience in yourself, finding that determination, that strength, you know, through the hardship. Yeah, this song for me, it symbolises an unyielding force. This is what I've wrote down in the automatic writing. An unyielding force that fuels you, and the ones that try to diminish or control you on your chosen path. Yeah, finding that inner strength when you come up against, you know, the harder they build the barrier, you know, the further, the taller I become, you know. You do. Why? Because this path builds you into something so strong that you find that inner, you know, that inner strength. You find that resilience. You dig deep on this path, deeper than you'll ever go in your life. You go deep, and yeah, you know, something inside so strong. I know that I can make it. Though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. Yeah, every step of this path, if you're a twin flame, especially a twin flame, I can speak of that chosen one. You feel like you're being doing wrong all the time, and the further, you know, you keep pushing, you feel more of that resistance. Yeah, and it's from people that, you know, they're in your close circle, they're in your inner circle, family, friends. Why? Because you're a mirror, and you hold that mirror up to them, and you're showing them something inside themselves that they don't like about themselves. And I'm a mirror. I got a mirror held up to me. That's why I've awakened. Because that mirror reflected back at me, and it was time for healing, you know. That was the catalyst to my healing. That was the catalyst to me waking up. And yeah, sometimes I feel so pissed off. Don't know if you're allowed to swear on TikTok, but yeah, I feel, yeah, and I feel hard done by sometimes on this path. Why? Because I feel like I'm carrying the burden of it, you know. I feel like it's all on my shoulders because I'm the awakened one in spirit, you know, and it's like you're carrying this weight. Yeah, you do feel like it's a heavy weight. And they're saying get my cards. I know which cards to go for. yeah, that song coming through, and it just, but yeah, Spirit, you're telling me to rest, but you're coming through. It's part of the path. Yeah, you do come up against this resistance on this path. And this cards just keep staring at me. But you have to keep going forward. You have to keep going faster than they can catch you. Because they try to slow you down. And that's not coming from, they're not being, what's the word? Malicious about it. It's just they don't understand your path. They're not meant to, it's your path, it's your calling, it's your soul purpose. And what this does for me, when people try to judge me, derail me, get me off my path, this powerful calling that you can't explain to anybody unless they've been in it themselves. So I don't explain myself now. Don't see the point in it. Why should I? It's my path, it's my calling. I'm not going to let people dim my light anymore. I've been through too much, you know, to get to this point. I've been brave enough, kept going forward when the resilience, when the barriers, you know, where they've built them up so high, I didn't think I could get past them, but I did. Why? Because I'm meant to. I'm meant to keep going forward on this path. I'm not meant to go backwards. I'll never go backwards again. Some people won't like that. That's okay. I'm not here. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to make people feel okay. I'm here to help people. But by helping people, does that mean I make them feel okay about themselves? No. I hold that mirror up to them. What's the mirror? It's that reflection staring back at you with things that you need to change, things that you need to heal inside yourself. Why? So you can walk your path in truth, you know, in honesty. Not the path that you've been walking, the true path, you call it. And just today, I had a lady for a Reiki session. And you know, they're seeing me. And you, I know when I meet people, I'm meant to meet them. And I know when you know, they've been sent to me. My spirit sends me people, I know that. That's the seeing me. They're my gifts. The gifts for Christ's sake. They're not harming anybody. Like, yeah. Like, I'm all about helping people. And the barriers and the obstacles that I've just come across day in, day out, resistance, because I reflect that people. Why? Because I'm meant to. I'm that mirror. I am called a mirror soul. We are mirror souls, you know. But yeah, wow, this path, it's another level. But you keep pedaling. You keep going forward. You are that Porsche with no brakes. You have to be. Because you feel if you're going to stop, that's it, you know, that what people have been trying to make you think, you know, make you question about your sanity at times, you know. I know I'm not crazy. I never have been crazy. I'm awake. Crazy, awake. Completely different. I'm not crazy. Far from it. I used to think, oh, am I losing my mind? No, that's part of the spiritual awakening. That's what it's breaking down in us, you know, our ego mind. Those doubts, those fears, you go into all of that. And yeah, you become that Porsche with no brakes. And you have to move ahead despite any obstacles that arise. That's what you have to become. Why? Because, you know, if you do slow down and you let others slow you down, well, you become you become that bird in that cage again. And you know, I've come too far to be that bird in the cage. Too many years. I say 7, but many more. I think childhood. I have been this golden bird with light, beautiful light inside her. Also, I've got shadow. We've all got shadow and we've all got light. But I am a light worker. I am a chosen one. And I am a twin flame. And this light needed to be set free. And no amount of resistance and, you know, this song that's come up, something inside so strong, you know, that is what I feel. You feel this pull when you start waking up. You feel this pull, a calling from a world you can't see. Some of us probably can see. I've never seen I've had experiences, but I've never seen, you know, my spirit guides. I've never seen. Well, that's not true actually, because today in Reiki, yeah, and I have seen, yeah, but not like, you know, looking at them. I've been in deep meditation. I've been under, you know, Reiki. I've been doing the Reiki sessions. But yeah, but just today, this lady, I want me to talk about this because it's important. This lady, right timing. Just split the card on right timing. I knew she'd been sent to me for a reason. She found me on my market stall. That's what she'd been sent to me for. To unlock her happiness. To unlock her happiness. She's been sent to me so I can help her find this key to unlock her heart. And that's what I got through in this session. And it was heart hurting. The minute I sat down and I placed my hands on the crown and I started the Reiki session, I knew she was here for heart healing. For me to show her that she's got that key. She's got that key on her to open her heart. We all have that. Just have to be, you know, vulnerable. And this lady, yeah, she was very vulnerable today. She's a high-powered woman, you know, works in a masculine environment. So she's, yeah, you know, she's had many high-powered jobs, and she's at that point of, you know, she wants to find her femininity. She wants to find that balance, that divine masculine, the divine feminine. She's very open spirit, very. And yeah, I knew she was sent to me to open her heart. Why? Spirit sends people to me. Why? I hold this frequency of unconditional love. Don't judge. I'm not saying I've never judged, but the frequency I hold now, since coming out of this golden cage and setting myself free after long years of hard work, grafting, day out, day in, fighting everybody, fighting myself, fighting everybody, fighting spirit at times. Yeah, I was trying to, no, spirit, no, don't need this, I'm gonna get some backlash, you know, something's gonna, yeah, backlash, that's an understatement. You're up against it. You're up against so many obstacles on this path. Why? Because it's building you up so strong. You know, the lyrics here, the further you take my rights away, the faster I will run. Yeah, I became that Porsche with no brakes, and I didn't stop because I was so scared if I stopped, they'd take my rights away. Nobody has that right to take your rights away. Nobody. You are a connection to spirit. You are a connection to spirit. That calling, that inner pull you feel, does not matter what anybody says about you, what they judge about you, what you know, it does not matter. They can't take that rights away from you. This is your soul path. It is your calling. Nobody has that right, you know. But yeah, that lady, she was here to find a heart, and I picked out rose quartz prior to coming, and using my my seed of life, sacred geometry. Yeah, you know, I have that knowing prior to when I met the lady. I thought, I'm meant to be doing something with her. She got in touch straight away. These gifts that, you know, that when I keep pedaling forward and I keep pushing up against that resistance that people keep bombarding me with, and I know it comes from a place of love with some people, I know that, but I also know it comes from a place of fear from others. I also know that I can tell that I can instill fear in people sometimes with how much I know. I can see through them like glass. I've done the work. It wasn't always like this. The saying, I kind of was as a child. I've always been this, they're saying now. But the knowing of this. Until Spirit woke me up. This connection woke me up. And over 7 years ago, you know, I'm not this golden bird in a cage anymore. I am the golden bird, but I'm free. And I choose this path. And, you know, I had to choose it. Spirit wanted me on it. And it's for a high purpose, not for me. It's for, you know, it's for this golden age we're in. It's my purpose. And when it's a higher purpose, a soul calling, does not matter what life you have built prior to it. This is what you are here for. It's what you've always been here for. Yes, I might have been that bird in that cage, but that purpose was still, you know, in there. Although I was caged, my purpose was always in here, in my heart, you know, my soul. It was always going to be freed. It's inevitable. And yeah, no coincidence. It was just before the pandemic when I felt that shift, my spiritual awakening coming. It was coming slowly. I'd say years prior to the full awakening, you know, that crown fully opening. Yeah, slowly. It was working through my chakras. But it not fully, you know, awoke me at that point. But it did. And yeah. If you'd have told me the amount of resistance of coming up against obstacles, and I did know at the early stages what I was in for, as in like, because I'd followed other readers. What's going on with my fringe again? I'd not followed them. Spirit guided me to them, tarot readers, and you know, they do this because they're guiding you, and they know that, you know, you need that guidance from other people that have gone through it or going through it. You know, they're at a later stage than you, and yeah, that's exactly what I was finding. The right people, you know, online, just like I am now, talking and helping and building a community up to help others on this path, spiritual awakening, you know, chosen one, or twin flame. You know, the chosen ones, they have to still, you know, you go through the healing. You can't skip any part of this journey. So when you come into the knowing of you're a chosen one, you're a twin flame, you're doing the healing, you know. So it's coming back to you. You're starting to, and spirit sends you these sounds every step of the way, you know. So when you're unsure, yeah, when you're this person sat on the floor, been there many times. When you're unsure and you're questioning, you know, you've got your doubts, spirit steps in, and yeah, I've been like this these last few days, and it's got something to do with this new moon in Capricorn. It's bringing up old things from the past for me. It's bringing up all of what I've gone through on this path. I'm reflecting. And if you caught my last video, it's about reflection and going into that stillness. And, you know, getting ready for the next phase on this journey, preparation. And, yeah, that's what they're doing for me. And, you know, healing's not easy. So no matter how high you go on this path, there's still high to go. It's a never-ending, you know, path of elevating. Your soul's evolving. It's a never-ending path. Yeah, spirit, when you are unsure, they'll come in. They'll guide you every step of the way. Just like this song, you know, something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, but you're doing me wrong, so wrong. Yeah, and you do feel like that, and that's a human thing to feel, you know. But you know this is a higher calling, you know. There's no way of not knowing, and you harness your strength and you love with confidence. Yeah. And you find your steadiness on this path. So, you know, when you're getting these obstacles coming at you, you learn how to be, you know, solid in those times where, yeah, you're getting judgments, you're getting doubts thrown at you, you're getting all the obstacles that some seen, some unseen. Now I've spoken about this, and I got a bit of I wouldn't say backlash, got one comment back, and it was about you shouldn't listen to readers like this and all that, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but what they're not, and not one of us have this right, is to judge another for their experiences, for their truth, you know, for the truth. Yeah, I thought, well, you haven't walked my path. You haven't got the calling, and you don't sound awake. So how can you judge? We can't, because you're not experiencing what I've experienced, what I go through on this path. And there's many like me. Just have to look online now. There's no coincidences, is it? There's a big surge of light workers, light seeds, twin flames. You're hearing about it more and more now, aren't you? Yeah. Don't even have to wait for the answer to that question, because I know I am one. I woke up over 7 years ago. I was meant to. Why? We're trailblazers. We guide you. We lead the way. That's what we're here for. But yeah, there's backlash for us. We don't have it easy. We're not meant to have it easy. Why? Because we're in spiritual words, soldiers. We are God's soldiers. We're warriors of the light. We are all of that. It's all real. You know, and you just feel like screaming to the world, it's real! But you think, well, you can't expect people to understand what you understand because they're not on your path. And I know that I'm up against it. I've been up against it from day one. Family, friends, outsiders, things have been sent in, yes, of lower energies to stop me. Why? Like I said to that lady today, I hold the frequency of unconditional love. What does unconditional love do? Changes the world. It's the most powerful, powerful frequency. That's the frequency I hold. So people I come into contact with, watch my videos, they receive that frequency off me, you know. So somewhere inside, so when you watch my light language, Reiki, it's frequency, you know. It comes through your screens to you. It's powerful. That's not my ego saying you're all powerful and all this, Ellie, because I know it's not that. This path breaks your ego right down. That was a long part of my journey, was going into my ego, which was the dark night of the soul. Breaks it down, and what it does is it balances it out. Don't get rid of it, because we need ego, and we also need, you know, we need the human and divine. We need the both, because that is what we are. So it's that balance, creating that balance. This journey is the balance. And along the way, yeah, you build a strong foundation. And you become that support. Say steady support on here. You become that steady support for others. Just like Spirit intended. But first, yeah, you come up against those obstacles. You come up against that cage. You have to free yourself. But by doing that and freeing yourself, and you found your key, you know, to unlock your heart, to find that unconditional love frequency inside me that I was born with, that I came to earth with, that was meant to seed into humanity at this time, then that creates steady support for all that I come into contact with. And that's not an ego thing, that's a knowing. And yeah, I've often said, why would I choose this path? I must have been... You're chosen. Only the strongest are chosen. Yeah, you got soldiers, and that's not, you know, you just have to look online. There's many, like me. Spiritual community, you know, talking about it. Yeah. And you become that radiant love. And you lead others to calmer waters. You find this for yourself. This is what this journey is about. You become so strong, but loving. You are loving. You know, you've got those inside of you already. And going back to this lady who came for a session today off me, she was looking for that key, and I'm the key holder. See? I handed her the key today, and she got very, very emotional during the session. And I said, did you enjoy that? And she was like, well, I didn't enjoy it, but I felt a release. She felt that release on her heart. I'm the key holder. And I knew when I met this lady, I was going to be working on her heart. And not everybody do I get that. But yeah, very much so. Beautiful lady. She's my customer now. She's going to come back, you know, because I'm creating these calmer waters for her. These emotions that have been, you know, hidden and yeah, just too much for her to bear. She's come to the key holder to release, you know, she wants to release her heart. Yeah, this. Yeah, radiant love. You create positivity and warmth, optimistic. Yeah, she couldn't thank me enough when she left here today. And you know what, that, from all the obstacles and all the backlash that I get from this path, and wow, do I get some, that makes it all worth it. Just helping one person, 2 people, makes it all worth it. But I'm now meant to help many, meant to be global, hence why I'm on TikTok. Which, when they came through to me saying it's time to go global now, Ellie, I was like, oh, now am I going to do that, spirit? I'm not technical at all. And I'm still not figuring it out. There was a lady who watched my last post, and the captions didn't show up for on the video, and I put them on, but they wouldn't show up, you know. So yeah, I'm figuring it out, and that's all we're all doing, isn't it? Is figuring this journey out. Whether it's spiritual awakening, whether it's you're not awake, whether you're a twin flame, whether you're a chosen one, we're figuring it out. We're just doing the best we can, and that's what I've been doing since awakening. I was figuring my life out prior, you know. I was this bird in a cage many years. I'd always been this bird in a cage. Didn't know I held that light inside me then. And you're always different. And I always like to help others, and I always had I was quite sensitive, is what I got called. But when you awaken, it's not that different. It's just that you're this bird, golden bird, who's meant to shine a light for others. But by shining a light for others, you then can trigger people. And by trigger, I mean hold that mirror up to them, and people can see my light, and they'll be like, "Oh, why is she, how is she like that? What's she doing to be like that?" Yeah, you can trigger people. It's part of the path. I don't like to speak ill of anybody or harm anybody, or, you know, try to live a good life, be kind to people, show love. But I trigger people. It's part of it. I'm meant to. Because when you're being triggered, there's something I'm awakening in you. I've always said I'm an awakener also. Yeah, I'm awakening something inside of you that needs to be. Why? Because you'll stay in that cage. If you're not triggered, you don't awaken, you're going to stay in this cage. So people I meet, people that meet me, I come across, there's no coincidences, they're sent to me. This lady is now going to bring her friend. You know? Spirit's got a plan for me. I knew from day one I was going to be talking about my journey, sharing this journey. On a big scale. And that's not a ego thing either, because the ego's balanced. Yeah. It's just the knowing. Because when you're on this path, that call, it's too loud. It's too big, you know. Can't go back to sleep. There's no way you can go back to sleep. And yeah, you're going to lose people along the way. And you do have to say bye to certain people. But that's part of the path. You have to be strong enough just to keep moving forward. You know, be that Porsche with no brakes, but also rest, Spirit's saying. Yeah. There's times in this path you need to rest, because it's very powerful energy work you're doing. But yeah, so this song, get back to the lyrics. It's getting on for 40 minutes again. Yeah, we're going to do it anyway. You know? When people try to hold you back, tell you you're crazy, tell you this, tell you that, no fault of their own. It's just that you're holding that mirror up to them. Something inside them needs healing. Awakening, you know. But yeah, this song, you can deny me, you can decide to turn your face away, no matter, because there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, something inside so strong. The more you refuse to hear my voice, the louder I become. And then there's more after that, but I just wrote this last lyric, and it was, my light will shine so brightly it will blind you. That's what we're meant to do. We're meant to blind you with our light. Why? We are the light in your dark. You know, that's another thing that's come to me on my path. You're the lighthouse for people. You're the light in the dark. And we're meant to shine this light. We're not meant to be caged. Not one of us. The spiritually awakened or the unawakened. We are not meant to be caged. And we've all got this light inside of us. Every one of us. No one's special than the other. Nobody. We all come to earth from the stars to shine this light, to find our calling, our purpose, what we really, truly came here for. And that's, yeah, to be free and shine that light for others, you know? Yeah, and it's going to blind some people, and it's going to push some people off. That's the path. I take it. Why? Because I found my wings. I found my wings. And these wings can't be clipped. They can't be, you know. First time ever in my life, I feel free. Yeah, my voice is going to get louder, and that's going to piss some people off. I'll take it, because if it shines that light, you know, and helps people, I'll take that. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. So be vulnerable and open yourself to real love and free yourself. I'm going to end with that card. And what I said to that lady today, the minute you free your heart, you know, you free this bird in the cage. And you radiate that light. Not just for yourself, but that light spreads out. Pretty soon, goes further and further and further out. All over the world, it reaches out. I'm hoping to do that on here, but I'm still figuring it out. I'm still trying to grow, you know. But divine timing, right timing, it'll happen when it happens. Don't worry, I know this path, I'm meant to. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. Spirit wanted me to come on, and yeah, the louder my voice will become. Yeah, and why not, eh? Why not make that change for others? Shine your light, and let's get it rippling around, you know. Spread that light out into the world. Wow, what a world we'll live in. What a world it would be. And it will be. It's just going to take time. And I'll speak to you all soon.